Once again, this is my third video of the night on Sunday, March 4th, I believe so it is. And shout out, God bless to everybody on this lovely, beautiful, wonderful Sunday. All the beautiful, wonderful things you've done to make this a very great and special Sunday. God bless your R&B heart and souls. And here's how it goes. Can't fully pronounce her last name, but I do know I've been scouting her for at least a good season or two. Miss Sabrina on Oregon's women's basketball team, and she's phenomenal. She's, again, a grinder, a fighter, has a lot of heart and spirit and passion for the game, and now she is, going to, she just won the Pac-12 championship with the Oregon Ducks, and now they're obviously going to the playoffs, and compete for nationals. So shout out, God bless her. Shout out, God bless Miss Asia Wilson and her South Carolina team and all the greatness that they've accomplished this season. And again, God bless them on going back-to-back nationals. And God bless all the other teams as well who have done great things this season with boys and women's basketball. And let's just continue the chains and cycles of greatness, prestige, and humility, and all that other stuff. You get the point. Like I said, I'm still over here watching on not Netflix, but on YouTube, Baker Mayfield. I want to emulate Brett Favre and Drew Brees. I'm still watching some, stuff on scout combines and stuff like that. But it's amazing that if not all my picks, with a majority of my picks when it comes to people who have that star-studded talent, I usually get a majority of them right. When it comes to not only having star-studded talent, people who are going to make it far somewhere, somehow in life with whatever their career choice is, I usually get majority of those picks right. So good job for Sabrina. She's awesome. She's a fighter. She's a warrior. She got it. And hopefully I'll see her in the WNBA, hopefully within the next year or two. And same thing with Asia Wilson and so many other great, phenomenal stars I can name. So many great and phenomenal stars I can name. Said it before, the WNBA, I think they have 12 teams, but they really need to expand that to hopefully, they need to expand that to just as many as NBA. I believe so. They would definitely need to expand that because you just got so many talented young women, young ladies who deserve opportunity to do it professionally, and I would love it if those girls got an opportunity to go into the WNBA and make big bucks. And I don't know the annual salary for anybody in the WNBA, but you get the point. I definitely believe that that the system can run just like NBA, or it can run similar to NBA. You just need to, I guess you could say, get more hustle and get more grind out of it. I definitely remember reading way back where it said that every NBA team used to own a WNBA team, but I guess with women's basketball, I guess for stupid reasons, I guess you don't get all those chances to continuously lose as you do with boys basketball. And think about it, guys. There's so many bad NBA teams and bad NFL teams, I guess you could say. Just bad teams with the men's side of it that get way more opportunity than, with the women's team to make big bucks and even stay relevant, to even stay a franchise. There's so many more opportunities that the men get than the women. I do believe that's, it's stupid that they do. They should give equal opportunity there. Equal opportunity there. There should be just as much or even more women's teams and women's professional sports than there. Like they definitely should even each other out, indefinitely. Just saying, because there's so many. I go to school with a majority of them. With so many talented WNBA stars that deserve to be, go to pro, and they deserve to be on a team and be big balling in the pros. They deserve it, but they're probably not going to get that opportunity. At least, right here in nationals, they're not going to get that opportunity because, there's not enough. I want to say there's not enough leagues, or there's not enough something, Well, yeah, because there's just not enough teams. There's not enough teams. But that's why I also made those videos a while back on the YouTube channel saying they need to create another. They need to create another professional. You can even go to my Twitter. I tweeted this out months ago. They need to create another professional, women's basketball league in the United States, and they also need to, and I mean majorly, ladies and gentlemen. This can get just as much or even more hype as the actual WNBA. And same thing with softball. They need to, that needs to be bigger. Like they need to get that opportunity to earn those big bucks and get that big nationwide attention. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm talking about. Because I do feel bad for all these young stars who are already in college and some who are still in high school who are just not going to get that opportunity to play, in the, actual WNBA, because they only have 12 teams, and obviously the competition is very, very, rigid, hard, or whatever else words you want to put in that equation, But one of the top reasons why I'm actually doing this video is not really to talk about that. It's really to talk about, NFL, and to talk about, but don't get me wrong, it's a blessing to blessing to be able to talk about those differences between the male sports and the female sports. Again, I'm one of the biggest supporters with, female sports. Period. I mean, I don't make as many songs as I do dedicated to, females for no good reason. I don't make as many songs as I do for no good reason. And then you can again go back to my Twitter, ton of women support, ton. And I'm not making a women's support album or a women's empowerment album for no good reason. I didn't make a song titled "I Love Women" for no good reason. Like, I have a ton of love, character, and respect for women, tons, and I want them to have those equal opportunities to shine in the pros, to go years and years without winning anything, but still be an existing franchise, But again, a lot of people have a lot of one-sided opinions on this stuff. For example, like, don't for example, I'm put this for example, even with high school sports, I can admit to you that the top big boy sports or the top, like, I can admit to you, the football games are obviously, at least for most schools, are obviously always, jam packed. Most boys basketball games are always jam packed. Some girls basketball games are jam packed, but very rarely. It's definitely only a specific few that are jam packed. Like, when you go for example, like, Nice and PV, like, that game for, it wasn't a complete crowd. Like, it wasn't a complete as big of a crowd as you would have got for boys basketball, but I can assure you it was like a good, 60 to 80% crowd for it. But the question is, why isn't it 100% crowd? Why isn't, the entire school coming out for it, Obviously, the gym can't fit the entire school, but you get the point. Why isn't it completely crowded and packed? Tell me that. So I can definitely assure you that I notice the differences between the male sports and women's sports with, with crowd size and with money matters. I understand it, and I literally do want to be a beacon of hope, a voice, and a pioneer for more female leagues, so they can gain big attention, big money, and they can own it, balling in the pros. I really do want to do that for them, honestly. I'm a big advocate for it. But the top thing I really did want to discuss is, picking back off where I left off with the music. But I guess let me probably just talk more about this, these differences, because I've already started doing it, and it's 9 minutes into this video, so yeah, why not? For example, my dear good friend, like, I would love it if my dear good friends, Hotshot Hannah Campbell and Kaya Turner, and pretty much the entire Nice women's basketball team, I would love it if they ended up getting scholarships to go my stuttering, the University of Florida. I would absolutely love it if they got that opportunity to go in there and ball with them. I think she's a senior, but go over there and ball with Miss. Okay, it's amazing I forgot her name, but I know she's very tall on the team, and she reminds me of Hannah. Honestly, she reminds me of Hannah. I can't remember her specific name, but I just know she reminds me of Hannah, definitely. Her and and I forgot her number too, but Okay, but I definitely know Sydney seriously needs to graduate. I mean, needs to graduate. She was like graduate. She's a sophomore there now at UF, and like I said, I would love for just all of them to end up balling together at UF over the next 3-4 years, and so on and so forth. And like I said, I just definitely want to be a vessel for more opportunities for female sports, female athletes to get that attention and that exposure. I really do want to be that vessel for them. You know, and so forth and so forth. So that's what somebody really needs to create the league. And if that person might just be me. It might just be me, but we'll see. So yeah, let's actually finally get into the music with 5 minutes left. So again, y'all know how much I love kids. I love the kids. I support and encourage the kids. God honest, God first, for better and for worse. 116 Unashamed. So that's why I released a song titled My Younglings, which has gotten 5 views thus far. Now, not to say that song came out the exact way I wanted it to, because it didn't fully come out the exact way I wanted it to, but I am still very thankful, blessed to have gotten it out. And again, I'm a proud supporter and encourager of the youth through God first everything, for better and for worse. And, I think it's just a tremendous blessing to be able to be there for them through middle school, through high school, through college, and, be a part of their journey of God's gift greatness and glory and success and prosperity. I think it's just so much of a blessing, honor, and privilege to be there for them through all that stuff, for better and for worse. That's why, like I said, that's why I encourage the middle schools the way I do, even elementary, but definitely the middle schools and high schools as much as I do, because like I said, I understand how much of the future they are. I understand how much of the future they are, and and how much you could say how delicate they are to the fabric of, in everything God first grade and what they do. That was my computer, by the way. So I'm checking to make sure everything's alright with that update. But yeah, that's why I support the middle school and high school as much as I do, and that's why I'm so passionate about, after I graduate Nice, going over to whatever school they permit me to work in as a volunteer, doing what I can to God first clean up the culture, establish a new positive culture. Like, here's the thing, it's one thing to have those signs up on the walls talking about explore, discover, learn, build, and grace. One thing to have all those positive, inspirational things on the walls was nothing to actually live up to. Like the character counts, pillars of hope, or pillars of character. You get the point, stuff like that. It's one thing to have all that stuff on the walls, for show, but it's another thing to actually live up to it. And I can assure you that a lot of schools do an absolute terrible job of living up to it, because they don't care about living up to it, and they don't hire the faculty and staff that actually cares about living up to it. They ignore a lot of, like I say, a lot of schools. I can tell you why, a good majority, why a lot of schools in a lot of counties are failing in education. I feel like I can tell you why. And a lot of parents have failed their kids too. And a lot of parents don't care either. Which again is one of the top reasons why things have been as disastrous as they have, all around. With a lot of counties, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have never looked up school reviews a day in your life. But again, type in your favorite school or schools, in your county, or or go under or type in your state and type in, the counties and the school districts, and you see a list of schools, and and I guess you could say type in one that you're interested in, and literally look at some of the school reviews. And then if you know some kids that go there, ask them how things are. And I can assure you, I've read plenty enough school reviews and so forth to know that a lot of schools have no clue what the heck they're doing, and a lot of parents have just basically failed their kids and don't care, And this stuff can be cleaned up, and that's why I'm so passionate about being involved in the education system like I am, because I know I will clean this up. I will somehow clean this up. I will somehow clean up the entire education system and establish a whole brand new, to where you'll be like, wow, you'll be amazed. Again, more this coming soon. God bless everybody's R&B heart and souls, and take care. Okay, yeah, into the 50 seconds now. So yeah. Take care. More coming soon. God bless everybody. 116 Understand God first, God of everything. Boy, the man, NJ to the city. Out.